Hello, I got a coffee kind of late in the day and I'm under influence, and it's not a bad thing. And I'm like everyone else who is under influence. It could be alcohol, so people have to point fingers for their actions, so they blame the alcohol for their actions, or sexual hormones for their actions, or people are under hormonal changes influence, like the teenagers. So we are really, really influenced in big way by our biochemistry. And right now the coffee does something like it's stirring up some thoughts, which I want to record. And I want to mention that I watched a TV show or over the internet, actually in a documentary about lifestyle and dietary choices and longevity. It was Greg Braden, one of the scientific, spiritual type of mindset. So he combines the studies in the science to the spiritual type of thinking. I am like that. I'm one of those people who are not stuck into scientific type of belief system. But I also am not one of those thinking about spiritual life and whatever goes there without understanding or having trying to get an explanation for these processes, which are kind of foreign to humans at this point. um, and this documentary was explaining about the chromosomes and telomeres, which are the ends of the chromosomes, and how they protect the ends of the chromosome from losing, like breaking off information. And it explained how each cell has a finite, a limited number of division. So you cannot divide a cell an infinite number of times, because that would imply infinite life. Like people would not die. But that's one of the reasons people die or get sick, especially at the older age, when the cell is at the end of the ability of division. And if we look at the, let's say, brain degenerative diseases like Alzheimer, it's not only a genetic disease, but it's also caused by lifestyle choices, especially dietary in a Western world. And when those cells are kind of don't have much of information, and they are altered, and they are kind of destroyed, damaged, and not much information left in the cells, of course, the brain is not able to function uh, at the parameters, because the neurons is kind of are messed up. They don't really have the correct information in order to function properly. So they don't know how to process the energy. They don't know how to generate electrical signals or make an interpretation of the electrical signals, and any other process at the cellular level, like a transfer of the energy, transfer of the nutrients, getting rid of the waste, is all that engraved into the DNA. So if that DNA is not accurate, or like if the chromosome lost some information, then of course the cell itself cannot function properly. And if people think that way, then they will make right lifestyle choices way before they reach the old age, so they could protect that information from being lost in a genetic material. And one of the main causes of the this shortening of the chromosome is stress. So he went to Tibet and to a couple of monasteries and nunneries, and he interviewed old age people, residents of those, like nuns and monks. And he tried to find the secret ingredients for their long life, like 110, 120 years olds, which appear not to be that old, according to their skin and eye brightness and the way they talk and the way they move, at that advanced age. And he got a couple of common ingredients. So one is life with lack of stress, like a relaxed lifestyle, vegetarian type of lifestyle, like not eating lots of meat. Like one of the nuns, very very old nun, her diet was completely vegetarian. And then was compassion and love. And they related this type of answers to the connection between the brain and the heart at the energetic level. And they figured that the low stress life can improve, even can help repairing some of the damaged chromosomes. And because they went to talk about a new enzyme which supposedly is rebuilding the telomeres, which those are the ends of the chromosome I was talking about earlier, and which kind of gave hope to those people who are prone to suffer from this type of degenerative conditions. Now, the my addition here is how to avoid stress. And I'll give you what happens if you are opposite. If you're a control freak or a high degree control freak person, what happens? You will react to everyone around you who does something that you don't expect or you is not according to what you want. So if you want people to behave your way, of course you will have very high chance to have a stressed out life. And the more stress you get, the higher chance of you to get into depression, get into mental illness. And once your mind is not well, of course is going to lose control over the body, and the body gets out of the balance, all the system get out of balance, or one by one, and the person gets sick. So first, if you have a healthy mind, it's well known from the old ancient Roman saying, the healthy body and a healthy mind, or the other way around, healthy mind and a healthy body is like a mens sana corpore sano. And you look after your mind first, and the body comes after that by itself, so it follows the mind. And so don't be a control freak, so let people be who they are. Let the teenagers, especially teenagers, are those causing the adults lots of trouble, because they are they are supposed to be. They learn to be new adults. And if you are a control freak, you are trying to push and control a person to be the way you want or the way you think is better for them, which actually is selfish, because actually you want an easy life. So you want other people to behave your way, to serve your own interests, even you think is in their best interests, like when it's about kids or something like that. But actually you are looking for an easy life. You don't want to be working hard to model those people. You want to indoctrinate them with your doctrine. So that's kind of a way of being a control freak. So if you look at the people leading companies and political leaders, lots of them are control freaks. And so people are like springs, and some springs are hard, other people springs are very soft. There are people who are very plastic, so you push them the way you want, you model, you carve them their mind, and they stay the way you want. Easy life, yes. So, but most people are not like that. And the normal person is like a spring. You push, it will push you back. It's like an action and reaction. But they are the older ones are kind of a hardened steel spring. So you try to push. It require lots of energy, lots of force on your part, and of course their reaction is equal to your action. They will push you back, and it makes you suffer. It makes you lose lots of mental and physical energy, and which energy you can use for better purpose. So try to accommodate with other people. And if you realize that people you want to deal with are going to cause you too much trouble and too much energy waste, then choose different partners for your life adventure. Not only in marriage, but in your workplace, especially workplace where you have to spend 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day. And you don't want to be like a screw going to a nut that has the wrong thread, because you would need to use lots of lube, lots of force, and why you need to waste that time and shorten your life? So don't be a control freak, and to help you with that, try to slow down, slow your pace, meditate. That would be a good step. Meditate, and be compassionate and understanding with people around you. So consider that everyone has a role. Like you have a role in a society, in a greater scheme of things. They have a role, a different role, and if you don't match your role doesn't match their plans, their life journey, you have so many other choices. Sometimes you don't have choices, but you can choose how to react, how to respond or react to events and people around you. So it's your choice. You want to have an easy life and longer life and happy life, or you want to have a life full of depression and sadness. It's your choice. You dictate how you want to live your life, and don't blame society, events, or don't find all sort of stories and excuses for your future. You can learn how to go around and how to manage. And if you have life challenges, consider those are helping you to grow, to get better, so next time it would be easier for you. So depends how you see life. You can see it either way, but you choose the outcome. If you want to have a longer life, think of the scientific explanation. A stressful life and lifestyle would shorten the length of the chromosome, which leads to diseases and illnesses later in life. Okay, so enjoy your evening. Bye bye, because I do enjoy mine. Bye bye.